Hey everyone, my name is David D'Agostino, and I will be showing you today a video on how to learn more information about Ted Cruz as a presidential candidate. So we start here with Google, just a Google search engine, and probably the easiest way to learn more about Ted Cruz is just by Googling his name. So we can start with that. And then so you see that Google has some pictures here and news articles, a page for Ted Cruz as a senator. He's a senator from Texas. His Twitter, and then his official campaign website, which we're going to look at next. But just a little more from Google right here, as it kind of shows some of the campaign financing and all his social media accounts. Yeah, so let's go to probably one of the best places to find information about Ted Cruz, which is his official campaign website. This to liquid. There we go. So it says here's the opening page. Asked you to contribute. Just continue there. So this is Ted Cruz's official campaign website. It gives you the option here to put in an email and zip code for more regular updates on what Ted Cruz is up to. Some featured videos from the trail, from the campaign trail, social media stuff like that. Some Ted Cruz in the news, just various. This is the New York Sun. And as you go to the top here, we can see that there's some headings. Meet Ted, issues, states, events, news, volunteer. Let's start with Meet Ted, just to get some background information. So this just seems to be a little background on Ted Cruz, like a biography, and just a general bit about his political ideology and his beliefs. Pretty general. See, we got a link right here to his bio and to his portrait. If you'd like to learn more about that, you could go to the website and click on that. And then here is a breakdown of all his stances on the various issues that the U.S. faces today. So let's just click on one of these just to see. So it gives his stance on Israel, makes some of his arguments, and then shows his record and how he's voted on this issue in the Senate. So then we go here, look at events, or states rather. Say New York. And then it gives you ways to get involved if you're a resident of New York. So from here we could go right to the home page, see what else is there, maybe events. Okay, so just the various events that you can participate in if you were to be a supporter of Ted Cruz. And then, so I guess the next way, after looking through his official campaign website, is to maybe just Google Ted Cruz and see what else comes up, such as like news articles or social media or stuff like that. So you see here we got a bunch of news. We can find even more news by clicking on this news tab here. So there's videos and news articles, stuff like this, and I've actually pulled up a few that I found earlier. So this is from CNBC. Why a stock crash will be coming. This is Ted Cruz views on just financial issues, saying that there's going to be some kind of bubble. Ted Cruz taking a stance on Wall Street, which is a hot topic in this election. Another example is Ted Cruz looks for a Wyoming sweep, in that he is trying to secure some delegates from Wyoming. So this is just one of many articles that you can find on Ted Cruz about his his campaign and his issues and how his stance on these issues. So then one other thing we could do, we could look at Ted Cruz, the Republican primary, just to see his status in the primary election compared to his competitor, Donald Trump. Slow Wi-Fi. Let me do this. Election status. Ted Cruz in the polls. Maybe that will work. The Wi-Fi is really slow. So here we got some Ted Cruz election polls. See, there's an article here, CNN News, saying that the majorities dislike Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Real Clear Politics is another good website showing Ted Cruz's standing in polls from various geographic locations, various states, likely from certain demographics. And then if we see, look at his delegate count, we see that Ted Cruz has 545 delegates, just behind Donald Trump by about 200 delegates. And then Google also tells us here that there are 1,237 delegates needed for nomination, and there are 852 still available, which is really nice that Google gives us this summary right here, because this might be difficult to find otherwise. And even if you look at, click on Google, more information, you can see that there's a Wisconsin primary coming up with 42 delegates. And it says even right here, Cruz has won 36 delegates, and then Trump has 6 of the 42. And then it shows upcoming primary elections. And yeah, so that's just basically an outline of how to get more information on presidential candidate Ted Cruz. For more information, feel free to look at our website for more information on Ted Cruz as well as the other presidential candidates. And thank you for watching.